guys' reading for February. Hope your friends are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers. Anyone new, welcome, welcome. And cross watchers, of course. And remember, guys, when we're dealing with people, energies can be reversed, right? It's just energy as a collective. Okay, since it is a general reading, you're just combining. Okay, so let's get into this and see what's going on with you. Best message. Out over here we have the moon coming out with some Cancerian energy in the second house. Wow, going straight into the second house. Got a lot of second house today, talking about that money. Ooh. Well, you know, a lot of people, I mean, there's only two real things in the planet that people are really truly worried about, and that is the money and the love, right? Okay, going straight into this moon over here. Your unconscious sensitive inner emotions and responses. Really digging deep over here, having some reflection as well. The moon brings in the reflection and intuition as well. So feeling very intuitive right now as you're digging within those emotions. Emotions bring out intuition. Let's see, going over here to a Cancer. This is the energy is emotional, sensitive, caring, and loving. It may concern family and a mother or a child. Well, the moon is Cancerian energy. So there you go. You got Cancer going on. Okay, going straight into that second house. This is where your assets, finances, and the things you value are. This is your car, your job, that money, right? If you own a house, anything that has to do surrounding money, your relationship to money. Okay, getting straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month. See what is going on in the second house. Remember, guys, there's other things that are going on in the other houses, right? We're only focused on this second house, and the second house might even sometimes bring in the fifth house of love, right? How we're dealing with others about money. Okay, let's see what's going on. Clarifying on the beginning of the month, going straight underneath that moon. Moon is traveling. Wow. Transition, having a huge transition. This is where the moon is really bringing in that releasing of the baggage that has to do with money. Moving, you guys might be moving from a house. You may be selling a house, leaving a job to get a better job. So no matter what it is, it's talking about this moving in transition when it comes to the second house. If you guys are knowing that you are moving towards a new job or leaving a job towards still towards another job, right? One way or another. But there's some poor planning over here that happened. You may have been moving away from a house. I don't know, for some of you, I feel like you're moving away from your house. Did you have a foreclosure? The song that I'm getting in my head, guys, is Foreclosure of a Dream. So I'm feeling like for some of you, you are having a foreclosure or something got too expensive. Maybe the taxes of the land went up or something. Something has gone up. Your rent went up, something. But it does feel like a lot of you are moving. It became too much baggage. Maybe the house is falling apart. I don't know. Or this job is falling apart. Maybe you have too much baggage at work. Take it how it resonates. Everybody's story is a little bit different. You know where you're moving and you know what your change and transition is. And you know what the poor planning is. You know, if it's resonating with you, where the manipulation is coming from, right? But there is this piece with the moon over here where it's you have to release the fear of the movement, right? Lack of confidence within the situation and some insecurities about wanting to move. So it could literally have you in confusion. It literally could have you in this insecure area. Maybe you've worked in this job forever. Maybe you got a new boss and they are manipulating you. They are not good planners. They're just a bad boss, a bad coworker, something of this nature. Or the house itself, something that has to do with the house. That one's really big. But however it is, you're releasing the fear of whatever is repressing you. And the fear is the change. The fear is definitely the change. The change because I've had this for a long time. This is where I was getting like my 10 of cups. This is where I was getting something. And now it's all toppled over. things are not going the way I want them to go in the beginning of the month. So I know I need to release this. I need to move on. Some of you are already in the process of moving. Yeah, confusion. Confusion on how something so passionate and so wonderful, something that, you know, you desired and you put all the energy into could just go so south. Yeah, absolutely, with the Chariot. Yeah, I'm moving in a different direction. Right. I've lost control of this situation. There's nothing I can do anymore. Either that or this boss wants too much, or this renter wants too much. This mortgage company is too much. However it is, maybe it's even a car that you have to release, right? Maybe you have to move on from a car to get a new car. We have a lot of Chariots and a lot of Knights over here, so maybe you have to get a new car. And it gave you a lot of love and joy, but you know that it's now time to release it and go get a new car, however it is. But it's causing a lot of stress and emotions, right? This is something that was for my family. This is something that I loved, right? Maybe my children were raised in this house, right? Maybe they know everybody at work. You know, they've known my children since they were born. Something is going on, guys. So everybody's story, like I said, is a little different, right? But you know that it's time right now, and you have to have the understanding of the personal. There's a personal relationship that you have and an emotional attachment to this asset. Okay, something very personal. Okay. Okay, so getting to the middle of the month, King of Cups, there's that emotion again coming out with the Ace of Cups. Whoa, wherever you're going for your own self-confidence, your own progress. You know that wherever you're moving to, guys, in the mid-month, everything's going to be more balanced. You're still going to feel very compassionate, you know, about the situation, but you know that you're going after something that really is going to fill this cup over here. Okay. If you're moving because of a new baby, maybe you have to leave this old house, maybe it's not, you know, big enough for a new baby, then, you know, you have this personal attachment to this house, but I have to do it for the baby. Maybe my car is not good enough. It's a 2-door. Maybe I want a 4-door, even though I love this car, right? Or this job is not making enough money for this new baby. However it is, right? And if you don't have a new baby coming in, that is fine. This is just a place where you're going to feel like you're getting new feelings, new love, and new compassion, and new creativity is going to come through as you're getting the peace that you need. And intuitively, you know that this is the right move, guys. You know that this had to happen, right, for your victory and your progress. Knowing that this is where things need to change. This is the cycle change that you need within your life, right? No matter what strings are attached to this situation, you are going to, you know, make a diplomatic move, take control where the control was lost, and, right, and really move forward. You feel like this company might not have your back. This renter doesn't understand things, however it is. Maybe you lost money and couldn't afford it and they wanted to still raise the price. Oh, God, who knows, right? It's like, oh, my gosh, some people. But that's just, yeah, unfortunately. But this, you know, this is where it feels like you have the understanding, the greater understanding of what could be. But the Magician is saying you're still not in the real area right here where you're really going to feel the magic. It doesn't feel so magical, right? You still have a little disorder. You're still a little bit imbalanced in this area, right? You do feel like you have more control in the mid-month of the situation. But because of all this moon energy and, you know, all these, you know, sensitivities that are going around, you're not 100% at your full potential of, right, the Ace of Cups just yet. It's like you're on your way, right? You're on your way. You might have to just kind of stand back, guys, and just allow it to kind of flow. Analyze what's going on, right? If you're afraid that you don't have the money to be able to, you know, it's costing you a little bit more than you thought to make the move, or you don't have as much money in the bank to do such a thing, just remember to go back, analyze what your spending habits are, what your expenses are, and how you're going to invest in the new area that you're moving into, right? This will actually help you from any setbacks that you might be feeling at this time. So make sure that you're really analyzing, because it does feel like the fear could also be, oh my God, we only have this much money. right? Just have more trust. But it also feels like you're a little scared to trust, right? For some of you. Not all of you, but for some of you. It's scary out there, yeah. Because what if I spend too much? What if I don't get my Nine of Cups? But you know that your Number of Cups is coming. You just have to shape this kind of, shape around it to get the Ace of Cups, right? With the High Priestess, it just says, make sure that you are continuing to go with your intuition and your gut feelings. Do not allow yourself to transform without using your gut feelings, right? Because you do not want to go against what your green pastures really are, guys. You have this, right? You might even have a partner that's a little upset about the situation and they're not using their intuition about the situation. Maybe they don't want to ask for help either. Maybe some of you are trying to ask for help. Yeah. But you're staying as stable as you possibly can with the King of Cups. I'm telling you, you're that King of Cups. You're trying your hardest to take control of this. Be the supportive leader within this situation. So like I said, if your partner is, not transforming within the situation, still very scared, is getting a little mad about the situation, untrustworthy, you're going to allow them to take the leap of faith. And remember, that role could be also different. It could be you who's, trying to keep control, but still a little weary of the situation, right? But remember, you need to take that leap of faith, right? So that way the world can take control of where it needs to take control in the second house. Making sure that whoever you're dealing with over here has your back, because it just really feels like they're not seeing it the way you're seeing it. They're trying their hardest, but they're just not in love with the idea. That might be exactly what I'm not in love with the idea. Yeah. So at the end of the month, you have, they're still just not in love with the idea. They're really kind of holding back from you. There's a lot of disappointments of what's going on within the situation. You're leaving something that you definitely were very passionate about in the second house. So, but you have the stability. You're going to find the stability and the structure. Taking the control. Some of you might even have to go to mom and dad and ask someone who is the emperor, for some money to help you on your way. Maybe there's a little bit of fear of not asking. Like I said that before. Someone doesn't want to ask for help. Somebody, there's just like not enough money, not producing enough money, didn't save enough money, or had enough to do something, but not 100% enough to continue. There's fear that you're going to run out of money. Guys could be dealing with a Taurus who is very fearful you're going to run out of money, that you're not going to overall achieve what you need. So it does look like you may need to go to this other person. You're trying to still take control and the discipline within the situation and focus and plan on the situation. It looks like if you guys are in a relationship as well, they're now trying to focus and come up with this as well. But it does look like there could be a third person in the situation, like mom or dad or somebody, a much kind of an older person who can actually help you within this situation. They can see where you kind of cut loose, did what you need to do, and they want to help you. Yeah, they want to help you with 6 of Coins. Could be the person who's also helping you is also a Taurus. Just want you to know. Some kind of earth sign. But it says that, don't be fearful, because you know what? You have this kind of connection over here. There's a lot of indecisiveness over here and anxieties. We see that here. The Queen of Coins, moving on. 3 of Coins. But you're very focused within the situation. It does look like a lot of you are really getting some good communication, though, through this person who is really standing up and trying to help. They're approaching the situation, and if it's not them, there's somebody there, guys, who is approaching the situation to help you. Maybe it's even a new rent. You know, if you're renting a house, they're taking a better approach towards helping you. I don't know. There's some kind of a communication where it just seems more approachable. If you know that there's not a third person, boy, they changed. It could be this person up here. Boy, they changed a lot. Because they're approaching the situation different. They're actually connecting with you, planning with you, wanting to give and take. You know, where the grass is greener within this situation. Could be a new boss. If it's a third person. Very interesting. But there is definitely something that is expanding within the social communication of this situation. You know, as you're having a huge transformation going on this month. Okay, guys, and that was it for you. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.